Share your screen with your audience. Why would I want to share my screen? Why would I want to share my screen with an audience? All right. Let's see here. Check, check, check. Yeah. All right. That audio looks quite low. I hope it's not. All right, I'm gonna give it a few seconds here. As you guys notice, I'm not getting on the stream and drinking drinks. I don't know why people come onto a stream and you about to go live and stream, and then you get on here with all this plastic and drinks, and we got to hear you slurp and sip. You didn't hydrate or think you was gonna need to hydrate before you got on the live? Like, I don't really understand that. I don't really understand a lot that goes on in the world, but yeah, here we are. So all right, here we go. So pretty much at the current moment it's the first day of 2026 and of the Gregorian calendar and what some people refer to as New Year. So, you know how people say New Year, new me? This is my version of setting out the intention to give 365 days pure hell and maximum effort from me. So right now I'm testing going live on multiple platforms. One platform keeps sending me this same message, and it really doesn't help me remedy said message. It doesn't help whatsoever, but I'm going to continue to try to move on through this anyway. All right, so community building is going to be a huge thing that I focus on this year. So there's a lot of negativity in the world, and a lot of us have become acclimated, just used to the day to day oversaturation and overstimulation of negative energy, negative news, negative content, negative interactions. And a lot of us just think that is normal. And in a lot of our communities, we've just been used to trauma and operating out of trauma, and nobody's healing us or providing us with any real healing energy in any shape, form, or fashion. So, one of my goals, yes, I know some of you might know me by my trade. First name Energizer, middle name last name DJ, right? A lot of you know me as that. But I also have a podcast called the I Am Energizer podcast on YouTube. And one of my goals there is to start opening up and having particular conversations with people about some of the things that we should be doing in life. Some of it can definitely be attributed to my relationship with the creator and my goal here in assisting the creator and turning some of this stuff around. A lot of this stuff is just going towards a very negative direction, and I think at the rate that we're going, any um god that you may serve or creator you may honor or supreme being that you believe in, I can definitely say this: we might have debates on how we believe these creators, supreme beings, or gods might feel, their intent for us, and all those other good things. We might have those conversations all day, the same way that people don't like to talk about politics. They don't like to talk about quote unquote religion. And with some people, they don't know the difference between religion and spirituality. And then you have quote unquote sexuality and those things. These are the things that we're not supposed to talk about, right? But I can promise you that whether it be a supreme being, a god, or creator, they did not set us up to come down here and be acting like this. All right. So a lot of my conversation and the things um that I'll be aiming and targeting and looking to steer the conversation and looking to get, I guess, people's attention on are the positive things that we can contribute towards ourselves, being a positive dosage towards your consumption for the day, being a positive part of your day in the event that you're having a bad one, being a positive part of your thought process when we're surrounded by so many negative things. So that is the intent, and so now the next thing for me to do is consistently show up and to build that community and to build a platform to where people can now identify with that intent. There will be a lot of community building from my end. There will be a lot of personal building from my end. So I'm going to encourage you to do bigger and better things. I'm going to encourage you to think the next thought and to think deeper. I'm going to encourage you to invest in your vessel. I'm going to encourage you to look back, think back to things that have traumatized you and maybe put you in a negative thought process or a negative space. I'm going to then encourage you to look at ways at healing those things and to put yourself in a position where you're no longer that old person or that scarred person or that person who has been traumatized in some shape, form, or fashion. And we look at some way of looking at the new version of you, the healed version of you, the better version of you, the you that can now make thoughts from a more healed perspective and, yeah, contribute towards the greater good. And let's see. Some things are going to get real uncomfortable. We're going to have uncomfortable conversations. These conversations that we're going to have that are uncomfortable, sometimes they're going to be directed towards you. I mean, I'm not talking to you, quote unquote, specifically. Like, I'm not going to call out you, Bob, and say, hey, you, Bob, you're a bad person and you do bad things all the time and you need to stop doing this and you're a thief. And this, no, it won't be that. But what I will talk about is certain subject matter that might get real personal. All right. So one of the things that I've experienced is the bearing of false witness, or the people who attempt to tear down your character, or the people that attempt to do character assassination and reputation destruction. I see this happen all the time. I've been on the other end of it. So I could be a part of so many communities and contribute so much positivity, and so many people go in that don't know you. And now social media and these platforms have offered people the opportunity to go in and to speak negatively on you, and they have no repercussions when they go in and attempt to tear you down. So that's going to be something I'm going to speak to. And I'm going to speak to addiction, people who are addicted to so many things. I'm going to speak to addressing traumas. I'm going to speak to identifying traumas. I'm going to speak to healing that needs to transpire. I'm going to speak to accusations. I'm going to speak to false accusations. I'm going to speak to family building. I'm going to speak to being responsible as a man. I'm going to speak to being responsible as a woman. I'll speak to being responsible as a father, responsibilities as a mother. I'll speak to community building. I'll speak to the nuclear family building. I'll speak to personal growth. So it'll be a bunch of things that I speak to that I think that you should be tuned into. And if not, you can go and you can be a part of the negativity and a lot of the other things that don't serve us here, and don't build towards a positive version of you, and don't allow your vessel to contribute towards any version of positivity or the greater good. And that's what we want to speak to. So, like, for example, in politics, you hear people say, oh, we're voting for the lesser of two evils. Why are we voting for evil? But it'll be somebody that, I've spoken to and, have shown nothing but respect to, or said positive words towards, or we've never had a bad word. And the minute I say something about some politics, or have triggered you emotionally, now at this point you want to shun me and you want to talk crazy and you want to get in the comments and pop off, when I'm only encouraging you, hey, educate yourself, or I'm only encouraging you to think this through. We shouldn't be voting for evil, but you'll be so offended without thinking deeper thoughts. So, one thing about me, and I'll close on this. One thing I'm not going to do is I will not get on any version of these platforms that I'm building, and I'm going to push out recklessness or something that I haven't researched, that I haven't been through, haven't experienced, and haven't um, put myself in the position to where I can advise you, teach you, or put you on some type of positive track, or that I can contribute some version of um, wise words in your journey or something that you're going through. You won't get me doing it. So a lot of our YouTubes, our other social medias, it does offer the platform for people to come out and put out certain content. But it seems like what we all know, or what a lot of people know as content creators, is you'll get more reaction for the negative things that people quickly attach themselves to. And I'm not on that. One thing that I can trigger a thought process that I realized at an early age in my DJ career was that I noticed that I felt a conviction within my energy when I was hearing the trap music that I was playing to the large masses of youth. And I realized, like, man, this is really detrimental to us. Like, how much longer can we really, listen to this and it not affect us? We can jam, and some people are gonna drink and listen to this, and some people is gonna play this in their car on the way or leaving from an event, or you're gonna work out to it, all these things. But at one point in time, you keep hearing the same thing over and over again. You're gonna think these things are okay. I don't care how entertaining you think this is. You're gonna think this is okay. And that was a conviction that I felt in my heart for a long time. When I would DJ and I would hear this music, and um, I would be setting up and think, hey, this is the music that people are going to want to hear. And this is what I'm getting paid to do. And yeah, this, something about this that I don't really identify with. So, with who I am and what my energy is and what I know that I bring to the world, the value that I present to the world. And for those who have ever had a class with me in college, or who have ever been around me, I'm not into idiotic or negligent or just goofy combo. That's not the person that I am. So, with that being said, these platforms would not be built on negativity and putting stuff out there where, I'm just here to take away from others. No, I'm here to contribute towards others. And whether it be a God, whether it be a creator, whether it be a supreme being, whoever you believe in, I'm team them. I'm on that squad. I'm on the squad of, I know whatever creation that, and the intelligent creator that we have, I know whatever they set down to do, it was not this. Okay. It was not to sit around and put us in such a negative headspace. Oh, I appreciate that, Miss Miss Arthur Lee. I appreciate that. Um, I know that the headspace and the energy that we're supposed to be in is not supposed to be this. It's not supposed to be worrying about inflation. It's not supposed to be worrying about the argument of politics. It's not even supposed to be worrying about, if you go to church, can I believe this person is preaching the word? Or is this book true or not? Or can I trust my sister? Or can I know that my dad's not going to pull something on me? Or, is my mom a hater? A lot of these things are things that we experience. Or if I go to work and I'm around these people all day, would they be talking behind my back? Or, can I trust my child to do A, B, C, and D? We shouldn't have to sit in this. Or even now, to the point where we get content and we question if it's AI or not. We like, just really think about that version of a world where you don't even know if something's real. So, with all the masks that people continue to wear, there is not one here. Okay. I'm going to be 100% authentically me. And you're going to see so many ebbs and flows, because from the waters in which we swim out of, ebbs and flows exist. So some days I'll come in and I'll be chill and I might be happy go lucky. And other days I'll have some things that I really want to get off my chest, and we're going to get in and we're going to put in the work. So I go by the name of Energizer. And when I say Energizer, I don't care about the prefixes and the suffixes. What I do care about is just knowing that you understand that this is the sound that you make when you refer to me and my energy, Energizer. One that that infuses others with energy, and my energy is a positive energy. But I also recognize the negative within energy, because within energy you have a negative and a positive. So I'll be reaching out to you guys through the live platforms. You can definitely hit me up if you have any questions, or DM me if you got any subject matter that you like for me to cover. But just know we'll have fun. Again, we will go to build, we will do networking. On the DJ side of who I am, I'm a part of a tour, the Chris Mitchell Jazz Begging for Sax tour. And yeah, it's a pretty great experience. It's great for date nights. It's good for a ladies' night. And fellas, if you're just trying to be around something different, this is definitely something that you can come to, especially For the single women that'll be there, I mean, this is a good place to see beautiful single women that enjoy different type of music. But this platform is a great one for me as a DJ to offer something that allows me to put out love and good energy. So you'll hear me promoting those dates and letting you guys know the stuff that I have going on. And let's see. And then yeah, like with the podcast and the different people I'll be coming across and the different episodes that I'll be putting up, man, give me some feedback, and if you don't, it's fine too. I'm still going to continue to push. I'm gonna still continue to do what I'm here to do. But yeah, it's definitely cool to get the feedback and good questions or good ideas that you guys think that we should be entertaining, or something that you could be going through that I've been through, or that I could bring to the attention of others, and then we could talk about it and we could bring those things to light. So yeah, that's me. I go by the name of Energizer, and yeah, it's Jan 1, 2026. And yeah, I've done my job for the day. So yeah, just testing out these multiple platforms that I'm using, and just tapping in with those who happen to tune in. And I appreciate you tuning in. I am Energizer Podcast. Make sure you check it out on YouTube. And yeah, thank you for tuning in. I'm out.